It's the phenomenon rattling millennials.
I just had my first experience with the Gen Z stare.
And putting Gen Z on the defensive.
Most of the time, it's us trying to figure out if you're being for real or not.
A blank expression dubbed the Gen Z stare at the center of the latest generational beef on TikTok.
They just look at you like they just saw a ghost.
So what exactly is it? According to millennial TikTokers, it plays out like this.
Here's my impression. Hey, how are you?
Gen Zers parodied in these online skits.
Are you still using this rack?
In customer service settings.
How is everyone tonight?
And in the workplace.
Can you just show me how to use the printer?
The trope even playing out in shows like The White Lotus.
Hi.
We have the Gen Z stare because most of y'all are just clueless.
TikToker Jet Demetrius Latham, one of many Gen Z content creators, weighing in on the trend.
As a member of Gen Z, could you just start off explaining what the stare is?
Yeah, so the Gen Z stare is kind of like a deadpan, like blank kind of stare that we give to often like customers when they're asking very like awkward or obvious questions.
With every new video of the Gen Z stare comes a new theory as to why it's happening.
The Gen Z stare is about refusing to perform anything for somebody else.
But a lot of older generations talk too much, too rudely, and too proudly while being too stupid.
All I see is you guys bullying teenagers who are growing up in a much more difficult world than you did.
I don't really feel like it's a lack of social skills. I just think we just don't care.
So are they buffering, protecting their peace, or genuinely anxious about interacting?
I mean, there is an interesting question about how the pandemic might have influenced social interactions, but I had another idea. Maybe somebody popular started this stare, and then other kids in the same age range got it into their feed, and it became a trend due to algorithms.
Do we just generally see shifts in the way people communicate? Is that like a normal thing that happens among these generations?
Absolutely, because generational interactions are based on the time that we're born into. The challenge here is that when you have this dead stare, it comes off as rude and it creates a social awkwardness.
Whether it's a blank gaze or a digital daze, that stare might be here to stay.
Stephen Romo joins us now. Steve, why the stare?
I was trying to pull it off. I can't do it. Yeah.
So, look, it's good for social media, but what about the workforce?
Yeah, a good question. We asked our Gen Z expert there about how this would play in the workforce, and the answer was kind of, if a whole generation is doing this, then they're going to have to get used to it. The workforce is going to have to adapt to them. That's sort of the attitude they have right now. Of course, this young man was 18 years old, so we'll see how that evolves. Once he enters the workforce, We'll see how it goes.
All right, good to know, though. And it's good that we sort of translate these ways of communicating nowadays. We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.